create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Duke's offense going to get the chance to start this game off.
Okay, ready?
Looking for space. It's Moore. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the tailback. There we go. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success in the early.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
That's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly.
The give from the gun. They draw the first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Smacks him with a stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Groupers offense will try to get something started with their first possession.
decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot here, and now it's 4th down. And the Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return at around the 37-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups.
There he goes down the right side. No tap. And he just kept running. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Not only in game 1, but in this half, you got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A minimal gain on that return. And the offense out of the field go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing it all.
A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense wins.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with high discipline. You saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a target.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Well, the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by throwing on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Groupers will call on their punt team. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to punt the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense has smelled the touchdown from here.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. He now has 106 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Quarterback on the keeper. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead up a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone and not work out as he stopped at the 13. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now to ship into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when we get to the end.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball. At that time, there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Inside the 35. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal for the 1.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
He's going for the goal line. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And add those stats on your fantasy football guys. If you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the upright. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown run. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game.
Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Get set, get set. Ready, go.
Punch pass on the run. Makes his man miss. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Line is set on 3rd down. It's Peterson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Groupers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Creating solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
1st and 10 for the offense.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got a man. It's Taylor. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Easy.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 30. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between the quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good. It puts one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
3:25.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blue Devils will line up for kickoff and start the second half. He'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start with this drive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Clippers will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
Lasso.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle for King. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The short hands, it's King. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Moves.
Run in the red zone. It's Moore. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north south, and make plays too.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the groupers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They've got him looking one. Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Down 55 weak.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Ready up.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Sliding near as he picks up one to the 29.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
42 Spider.
They'll run the option. Got a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Clear. Clear.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Paul. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Bring it!
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over East Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Anthony. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, what a move to get room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. With the catch, it's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
29 Philly.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Get set.
He wants to throw it again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. This offense will go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on these guys.
Now on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Quicks. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you won't forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't.
Line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it past the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusive. explosiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Blue Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back's going for the goal line. And he walks it for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
They were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more on that lead. And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Kelly. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
First down for the offense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Fly, trumpet.
Now on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he got it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Clippers decide to put it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oak. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Easy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Still running at the 35. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done. They pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field and lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in a really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what you've seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 27 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading runs.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Gets it to him on the screen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the groupers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Nice move there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got to lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense gets in those multiple tight end looks. You kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass up.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Getting set for the point after.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
10.
And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Little. They'll make the stop, and that first down off to Eisen. They should be able to kneel this one out. We waited so long to start the season. It's just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution. You guys are going to have to do a better job individually, but that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.